multiple stories I thought of in like 30, not even 30, 15 minutes. Multiple stories I thought of me getting cooked by teachers. I mean, like I used to get sauteed. Not necessarily in high school. High school, I was so isolated, bro. High school, bro. I was not talking in any other class but but lunch, bro. I only talk in lunch, and that's because all my friends were there. The both lunches. It took me forever to talk in the classroom. Like I was dead silent, and people would get in trouble because they knew that I would not be talking, and if I was talking, it wasn't me. Like that's literally how it was. I was so silent in high school, bro. I was so irritated. I didn't want to be there, and I hate when you in school, especially in high school. When you in school, they be like, "Yo, gang, is you good, bro? You good, mud?" No. I gotta be here for 7 hours. I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning. I went to sleep at 4 o'clock. I gotta wake up at 6. 6 in the morning. Be here for 7 hours. Then get off and go right to work till 9:30, gang. And I don't even get a chance to get off the bus. I was older. I was like 17 too. I didn't even have a chance to get off the bus, gang. I told him, I said, I got school. I get off, I probably like school out of school in around. He was like, what school usually in for you? I said, I get home around 2:30. And they used to schedule me at 2. So I get home around 2:30. Bro, I told them that. You know what they did to me? They scheduled me at 2:45. Like, what are we doing? I would literally leave school and go right to work. Sometimes I wouldn't even go home. I would just get up and go to work. Like that. Like I would literally get off the bus wherever whoever's coming to get me, I would literally get off and go right to work. Like I had no opening to go and do anything. So I used to take naps. I take naps and end up late. I was like, gang, keep in mind, I was like the hardest worker in that gym. I was there every day. Every shift, I'm taking it. Everything, like, my checks used to be double of what everybody else made. They'd be like, how much you get paid? I only got paid $100. I was like, because you work one day. So, well, I have school. I have school too. I have school too, gang. But I work 7 days a week. I'm not slacking around. I was 17. I was hungry. I had an Xbox One S. I was hungry. I needed to eat, gang. I was getting them little $600 checks. I was blowing the joints on food and all that. And then like one like during Christmas time, like I worked 6 days that week, and the only day I had off was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 days. I would have 6 days at that job, and I'm not even lying to you. I would be busting my ass in there. Sometimes it'll be just me up there on the court. Like I worked at Sky Zone, so Sky Zone you had to be like in an area to where, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta be watching kids, gang. Like pause, you know what I'm saying, pause on that. You gotta be watching kids. So I would be up there for hours, and all the other girls that like went to my school or to other high schools of my age, they would be in the office making TikToks, making videos and shit. I'm up there by myself, solo, gang. Me and like I used to have, there was 3 courts, so we would have to close down one court. I would have to close down one court, or just completely ignore them, like, which is dangerous as hell, by the way, with kids. You completely ignore them, and then turn my back against one court and watch all the courts at one time. Like, it was like a view. You could see all of them. I would have my back at like the little basketball area. I had to watch the other, but we had 2 basketball. We had the sports, like it was called sports court, and then we had the 3 basketball hoops. So I have my back against the other area. So my back's here. One area but up above my head was closed down. So we couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like we couldn't do nothing about that. Make sure nobody ran up there. And then the other areas were like I had to watch. The main trampoline where everybody be jumping at, the sports court and the basketball hoops were the only ones open. I think the foam pit is I think that got closed down as well. So it was by force. And there was a cafe area too. And I didn't watch that as well. And I didn't know what I was doing down there, so I just ignored it. There'd be a line down there, I wouldn't even care. So I'll be sitting there watching the courts back to the wall for hours. Like I'm talking about 2:45 to 9:30. I'll be there, go home, go to sleep, get right back up in the morning, and go to school. Like, and in the weekend, same shit. Like I'll be at work, like, but the weekend I work mornings, so that was cool. And I also I always spend a day at Sky Zone like crazy. I'd be hooping all fucking day at Sky Zone. It was terrible. I would stay there from like, I'll tell my mom and them I'm working a double. And I'll stay at like, I'll get in there at like 11 or 9, stay all the way till 12 o'clock at night, gang. I was wilding. That's how much I love to hoop, bro. Like, seriously. So, we would go out, go get food late at night. The only food places we would have to go to, I used to go to Checkers. I ain't gonna lie, Checkers was cheap. I go to Checkers, give me a burger and a chicken sandwich, go home and nod off watching Corey Kenshin or something. get up in the morning, go to work, do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Friday, go there around the evening time after school. I'll be there till 9. Actually, I'll be there around till 11. I'll be there till 11, 12. So I do like a 3 to 11, right? And then I get there, I get off, straight back to, you know what I'm saying, right back the next morning, 9 a.m. You're not done. Again, we leaving there about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. And then when my friend Marcus became a manager, we really had, like, one time we had to stay until 3 in the morning. My mom was pissed. I wasn't even an adult yet. Like, I had to stay there till, like, 2, 3 in the morning, clean it up. And that's because we just didn't want to leave him on his own. So we just helped him clean up. We left around, like, 3 in the morning. And then I had to get right back up to do it again on Saturday, bro. So when it comes down to, like well, I was always pissed off at school because work would be killing me weekly. It would. And anybody that has worked with me in the past that went to school with me knows work would kill me. My eyes be like this damn low. Like this low at school. Look like I didn't sleep at all. And classes I wouldn't even care about, I wouldn't go to. Like I had a theater class. Them dudes was wild, I ain't gonna lie. They was in there. I had a My Hero hoodie on. She was like a 3XL. That shit was huge. But it had this little ass print of My Hero in the middle. Big ass white hoodie. I used to wear that shit every day. That shit was like, oh, you're a My Hero fan? Jacko! I was like, yep, I'm never wearing this shit again. So I went back to my red hoodie. That's a little smaller and shit. And bro, that was life, bro. I kind of do miss that sometimes, but then again, I don't. But back to the original point was like, Sky Zone was like, or school was a weird space for me in elementary school because I felt like elementary school I was targeted. I was bullied by teachers on a daily game. Like they would jump me. I'm not even lying. Like the first instance I can think of, as far as back as I can go, was way back in first grade where I had just got out my fear of social distancing from my mom. I was terrified of not being near my mom. I missed my mom. I loved my mom. I'll be crying for my mom in kindergarten, preschool. I did not like it. I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I don't want to be with my mommy. I love my mommy. You know what I'm saying? So going to school, I just be like, I miss my mom. I miss my mom. I'll be crying all that. I miss my mom. I miss my mom. So I'll be in the I would be in like the, it was like, I was young. I remember first grade, I had a baseball cap on, right? I'm feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? It's like the first, I got my first hat on. I'm feeling good, gang. I feel like shit right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to pull all the little, I was in first grade, so I'm about to get all the little first graders. They didn't give a shit about me. They thought I was a crybaby ass kid. So I'm walking out of there, it's like middle of the school year. I come out, and this was like the weirdest part of my life because I swear I was getting bullied by the teachers again, by my specific teacher. And at the end of the year, actually, let me finish. So I'm coming out to the bathroom, right? And this is back like first grade. So first grade, everybody, this is in the early ages where motherfuckers would pull their pants down to their ankles, booty cheeks be all out and shit. You turn around, you look in the mirror, you see booty cheeks. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I thought it was cool. So I started pulling my pants out to my ankles. She was like, yo, pull your pants back up. I was like, oh, my fault, gang. I ain't know. So I go to the bathroom. I come out the bathroom. We used to have this big ass sink share thing outside the bathroom. So everybody could go up. There's 3 sinks on it. Everybody could go up and wash their hands in the sink together, right? 3 different sinks though. There was a foreign teacher. She was like super foreign. I don't know what she said to this day, but all I remember is that she was like mad as hell at me. And I was like, she going, no, whatever, right? So like, and on my life, all I said was, well, you have to wash your hands. And just like that. It wasn't like, well, you gotta wash your hands, or stupid old lady, you gotta wash your hands, you stink. Nothing like that. It was just like, you have to wash your hands. That's it. And then she was like, where's your teacher at? I was like, oh, maybe she's trying to point me out to the right direction and boost me for caring about everyone's hands and germ free. She walks up to my classroom. She says, this young man right here insulted me and said I stink and I don't wash my hands. He was like, Jaden, did you say that? I was like, no. Go flip your card on yellow.
What'd he do?
Understood that. Like, to this day, as an adult, I don't know what I did. Like, I don't know what I did, gang. And the thing is, she was washing her hands. Like, I was like, all I said was, well, you have to wash your hands. That's it. And she literally reported me to my teacher. Across the hall. Of course she was across the hall. I could have just lost her on the way, but of course she was across the hall. Like, another instance, bro, same year. First grade was the worst year of my life. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I hated first grade with a passion. That shit, first grade, second grade were like the worst years of my damn life. I don't even know how to even cope with the fact that this shit kept happening to me. So first grade come by, I'm like, all right, well, let me go ahead and next day there was this kid. I forgot his name. I think I know his name. I forget his name. I don't know. Maybe I might know his name. It might be wrong though, but I'm not gonna say it. And this kid had lost his mom. Right, his mom passed away a while ago. He was a baby, right? So I don't know what the hell happened in between. I've been trying to think hard, but I know it was 4 of us, and it was him. It was 5 of us at the table. We sit on the end. We all cool. I have my friends. You know what I'm saying? We were in the corner talking about Minecraft. I never played Minecraft at that point. I be talking about Dragon Ball Z game. They used to play Star Wars, Minecraft, and shit. I like Sonic and Dragon Ball. That's it. The Blue Blur and the Hope of the Universe. That's all I cared about. And they was like, something came up to where they spoke about his mom dying, and I was like, whoa, that motherfucker got up and went to the silent lunch table. And you only get sent there when you be bad by your teacher and shit. So he went up there on his own. So the lunch lady, I guess, got curious and asked us what happened to him. Why is he what you call it? Why is he over there by himself? Why he get up and just go over there? It's for bad kids only, basically. We were like, we don't know. We have no idea. We didn't say anything. I guess he said somebody said something about a mom, and he just left. She was like, oh, and he came back. He started tweaking and shit. He's like, don't talk about my mom. Yeah, and I'm like, what the hell is going on, gang? I'm so confused. And I said nothing wrong. We were trying to help him. We were like, gang, we're good. We didn't talk about your mom, bro. You straight? He's like, no. Then we're back to the table. So the lunch lady thinks it's a good idea to come back to my same teacher that just assumes that whatever I'm involved in is wrong and I need to be in trouble for it. She comes back and she's like, and I quote, these 4 gentlemen helped me out today and they did a good job assessing the situation. You should be proud of them. They're good students. I put this on my life. This motherfucker said, all 4 of you, go flip your cars to yellow. What the fuck did we even do?
What'd he do?
I'm like, yeah. Wait, what? Like, no, bro, I was so confused. I was like, we did it, guys. And then she's like, flip all your cars to yellow.
Is this nigga serious?
What? So like, gang, I don't know, bro. Like, this shit just blows my mind about how I used to get treated in school. And, like, even then, I couldn't tell my grandma or anything about this because they wouldn't believe me. Like, you go back, you're a kid that hates school. I hated school. I cried every morning before I had to go to school. I did not like school to save my life because I knew the shit I was going through at school. I would fake sick. I put heating pads in my body to make my body hot so I had a fever. I would do all types of shit to make it seem like I was sick. I couldn't make it. I was gonna throw up. Anything so I could stay home. And my mom worked. Even then, my mom worked. So even then, I couldn't even stay home with her. I just wanted to be home. When I was sick, it was the best days of my life. Even though I was suffering. Because being at home, bro, I hated everything about school. I hated getting on the bus. I hated being there. I hated everything about it, gang. I did. And they made it worse for me. Like, we was, another one of the stories I had in first grade. We was, there was a, what you call it? I'm trying to think. No, it was the 2nd grade. 2nd grade, we used to do this joint called, I don't know if maybe everybody didn't do it, but we used to go to different classrooms to do like our reading class. We had a reading class. So you go from one class to another class, right? With 2nd grade, it's basically like a middle school thing, but like you go to another, just one class during the day, right? For like an hour or 2. And I don't know what this example was. I don't know what the hell was going on that day, bro, but this shit felt like I was being targeted. It felt like I had a big ass target on my back. It simply was one of the worst days of my life. We were walking in, or school wise, we were walking in and we all sit down and the teacher starts playing Brain Pop. Everybody remembers Tim Moby, the little girl in Moby. We all know Brain Pop, gang. We do. We used to love Moby. So we're sitting there, right? We're chilling. The lady, the teacher, she's like, woo, whatever, right? Turn this on. Turn it while we watching the joint. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. The girl next to me started tweaking. She talking about some, the little ants were calling out the thing out of the sugar, right? And they were basically telling you like what ants do and how the some shit works. Something that little girl was saying. And she was like, what's wrong with the girl was like, no lie. The girl next to me was like, what's wrong with little ants in your cereal? Talking the whole class. She's just yapping. And she's like doing jokes. She's like, "What's wrong with little ants in your sugar? Nothing wrong with ants in your sugar. I like ants in my sugar." I was like, "Bro, y'all don't hear her? Y'all don't, gang. You don't hear her, gang. Like, are we good?" I'm like, "What? That's disgusting." She's like, "Jaden, stop. You don't talk about something like that." Woo. I'm like, "Bro, what did I'm so lost." So she keeps on going. She's like, "What? What's wrong with that, guys? There's nothing wrong with that." Then something else comes up. She's talking again. "What's wrong with that?" Then I say one thing. She like, "Jaden, stop talking. I'm tired of talking to you." I was like, "Bro, what?" I was like, "Hey, what did I do?" Then it happens again. She's still going, by the way. She's still talking during the video. But yet, every time I speak, she just goes, "Jaden, huh? I didn't say anything. That's it. I'm done with you." And keep in mind, we used to have this thing back when we was in 3rd grade or 2nd grade. I think it was 3rd grade. I think it was the 3rd grade when this happened. We used to have this thing where it was like cents. So like you have to build up amount of cents every day, something like that. And then they take like 75 cents, and that means you gotta walk around the entire like thing, right? So it was 3rd grade. So I'm walking out to the thing, right, and we're playing football, right? And I was like, I had butterfingers. I had crazy butterfingers. You know? They would never pass to me. I'd be wide the hell open. I'm still over there. "Hey, over here." Nobody passed me the ball. Just standing there. And when they did, I dropped the ball. They get mad as fucking, "Yo, bro, catch it, bro. Catch it. What are you doing, bro?" I'm not giving you the ball no more. They give it to their best friends and all that. You know, basically outcast shit. I was a standout kid. So what we used to do is I used to have my friend with me. We play football on our own. We throw the football back and forth. So the same day, right, I'm out there playing. We are like 20-something minutes in recess. And you know, recess felt like hours. Like, recess felt like a brick. You be so damn tired, all that energy you getting out, it didn't even mean nothing. Like, so we're sitting there. I'm on the I'm chilling on the thing, and I'm on the back. I'm on a back burner, right? And I remember, I think it's like another play. I'm on defense. She's like, "Jaden, come here." I was like, "Huh? What?" And she had this teacher next to her name. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was bad at Phil. I ain't gonna lie. She was bad at Phil. And I was a little kid. I was attracted to that. I don't know why, but I was attracted to that. I don't know. She might be Android 18 or something. She had black hair. I was on some other shit. And I remember she's like, "Come here. What are you doing?" I was like, "Playing football." She's like, "No. What are you doing?" I was like, "Playing football." She's like, "You're supposed to be walking." I'm like, "What? Walking where? Walking like on the defense?" "I'm running, I swear." She was like, "No. You're supposed to be walking around a lap. You're supposed to be doing laps, gang. You owe me 2 laps." I was like, "What?" She's like, "You owe me 2 laps. From one time you was talking in my class, acting a fool, disrupting my class." I was like, "Huh?" She was like, "Yeah, start walking." I was like, "Whoa, walk." I was like, "You owe me 2 laps." So I had to start walking. I'm already pissed the fuck off. Bad day enough. I'm pissed. I'm walking around. As soon as I finish my 2nd lap, guess what happens? "Everybody line back up. We're going back inside." Gang. That was the one day that I could safely say I wanted to kill a teacher. That's the one day, gang. I was like, I'm going to power up and I'm going to Kamehameha your ass into next year. I'm done with this shit. I wanted to kill her, gang. Like, I wanted to hurt her. I was ready to charge up, hit her out with a dragon fist or something. I was on some other shit, bro. I was like, this is blasphemy right here. This is sound like Stephen A. Smith. This is blasphemy. I felt like I was being targeted. And then I come back, and then my actual teacher is like, "What's wrong? Why you look upset for?" I was like, "Something, bro." I wanted to cry, bro. And when I was a kid, I used to get, when I was mad, anything, I'll cry, bro. I'd cry like crazy. So, like, I was ready to cry. I was like, "Just hold your tears in, bro. Think about what Goku would do, gang. He wouldn't cry. He'd just take it on the chin." So I did, gang. And then from that day forward, it's been forever. Fuck that teacher. To this day, gang. And I mean that shit, because you are a teacher. Like, why are you not going up to my teacher and telling her to do this before we even go out to recess? Don't get me all the way out here 25 minutes in, knowing we have a 30-minute recess, and make me walk at the last 5 minutes. Like, that's stupid as fuck to me. I was like, that's so coonery to me, bro. I can't stand that, bro. And like, it's the weirdest shit in the world, and like, it never ended. Like, 5th grade, I got jumped by a police officer and my own teacher. Like, I got jumped. They were jumping me, gang. We were supposed to do this joint for Dare. And yes, Dare. Everyone hated Dare. Dare was annoying as shit. So we had to do this thing for Dare, and we were it was like something like a page. You do like a 4-page, some shit like that, and start writing it. I remember I'm sitting there and I gave my teachers my papers, right? Prior, I said, "Can you hold my papers? I know they're gonna get in my desk. I'm gonna lose them. Can you hold my papers?" She's like, "I got you, Jane. Don't worry about it. I'll hold your papers for you." I'm looking for I forgot, because kids, I forget. I go back to class. I go back to school, searching for my papers. I can't find them. Can't find them. We get to the day where the shit has to be turned in. So the officer is just being a bitch to me. She's like, "Yeah, where's your stuff at? Where's this? Where's that?" Then that. She's in the front of the whole class. She didn't pull me aside or nothing. She's in the class, frying me. You're supposed to do better than that. You're in 5th grade and you don't have your own stuff together? Are you serious? You need to be in 4th grade. You're not that smart. This, that, this, that, this. Oh, she's just going off. I'm like, "Yo, you have my paper." She's like, "Oh, don't call on me. Nope, I don't got nothing to do with this." I was like, "What?" Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was 5th grade. I was 11 years old. I started crying. I was done. I started crying. I was like, "Bro, it's either I start crying or I'm gonna flip this fucking classroom upside down." Like, I just started crying, bro. I was like, I can't deal with this shit anymore. And it's a cop. So I'm thinking that it's the end all be all, gang. I'm thinking I'm finna go to jail. My mom gonna go to jail. She come up here and cuss this lady out. So I'm thinking we cooked. So I'm thinking there's no way to win. So I start crying, bro. And then the girl in the classroom was like being a bitch to me then too. She was like, "Yeah, something came up." I was like, "Gang, chill, gang." Something like that. My eyes was red, bro. She's like, "Well, at least I'm not crying in school." I wanted to kill her too. It's like the shit I deal with in school. It's just elementary school is the worst part of my life. I hate elementary school with all my heart, bro. Like from first to or kindergarten to 5th grade was some of the worst years of my life, bro. Like I hated it all. Like I don't know why I cried every day. I was in pain every day. It felt like I was in hell, bro. Same year, for some reason, me and this teacher just had beef. We were watching this joint on TV with all the teachers on it in the school. She talking about some yeah, whoa, she talking about joint on. I'm like, "Alright, cool, whatever." She like I think she was just showing the thing off, or she was just playing it. I was like, "Alright, cool, whatever." Then I look up and I'm like, "What the freak?" She looked over. She was like, "Jaden." I was like, "What?" She was like, "Why'd you say that?" I'm like, "Say what? Freak?" She was like, "No, go in the hallway now." I was like, "What did I do?" I go in the hallway. I'm sitting out there. Class goes by. My man's Darius. Shout out my man Darius to this day. My man Darius, my man Daniel, bro. Shout out both of them, bro. Daniel. I don't know you want to go about. Shout out both of them, bro. They was both in my class back then. They my witnesses. I don't know if Dave might remember, but they my witnesses, bro. I got kicked out the classroom, and Darius was like, "What did you do? What did you say?" I said, "Freak." It's like, "Just go in the hallway." I was like, "All right, bro. Maybe I did say something wrong." I'm thinking like for 6 months, I thought "freak" was a bad word until I said it again in the classroom, and then she was like, didn't say anything. I was like, I had to ask my mom. I was like, "Mom, is "freak" a bad word?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Then why did I get in trouble for in school?" She's like, "You got in trouble for school?" I was like, "Yeah." It's like, I don't know. I was like, "Gang, this shit is ridiculous, bro." Like, same year, we got put in pairs, and this motherfucker had the nerve to tell us, in pairs, do not talk to anybody else while you're in pairs. We're in 5th grade. Telling a kid in 5th grade not to talk is like telling a drug addict not to use again. Like, it's difficult. You can't do that. We're kids. So she's like, "Don't talk to anybody else and don't speak to no one besides your partner," right? So we go over there. It's me, Daniel, Darius. I'm with Darius. Daniel's with David, right? We do a friend named David. And he's like, David and Daniel are talking. Oh, I'm with Daniel and Darius is with David. So me and Darius are not talking. And Daniel and David are both talking. So she comes over there. Keep in mind, I am brown skin. Darius is dark skin. She comes over there. She's like, "Hey, you two, the two dark kids, go in the hallway now. Didn't I tell y'all not to talk during class? Now you guys are done. You can't play the game no more." I was like, "Bro, we wasn't even talking. We didn't say anything." And she said, "We were in the hallway, and I had a friend that lived in my neighborhood, bro. Cool lad, dude. We used to play basketball at his house and all that shit, bro. Like we was just chilling, bro." And then she was like, we went in the hallway, and then his mom, my friend's mom that lived in our neighborhood, she came up to us, and I was embarrassed. I was so embarrassed, bro. She was like, "What's wrong? You having a bad day? It's okay. Day's gonna get better. I promise." I was like, "Gang, If only you knew how mad I was right now, you wouldn't even talk to me. I tried to hide my face too. She still knew it was me. So like at the end of the day, bro, the reason why I hate school today with a passion and why I'll always hate school is because school treated me so unfair. Like I feel like school was like the bane of my existence for no reason because it didn't have to be that way. Like why were teachers just singling me out for no reason? I'll be sitting in class in like second grade, chilling. Jaden, answer this question. I'll do it right, and then she'd be like, "Did I say stop talking? Stop talking." Then I was like, "If I was talking to someone else, how would I answer the question? This doesn't make any sense to me." Like it would be small shit that I would get in trouble for that pissed me off to the max degree. It would make me so mad, and I would hate school constantly. Like there was a dude that was literally frying me on my bus. Like he used to go after me all the time, pushing me and shit. I go tell my teacher about the kid I was a snitch. I ain't gonna lie. Elementary school, first grade, I was a snitch. We all was. I go tell him about what the kid that was bullying me and shit was doing to me, right? She's like, all right, let's go find him. What grade is he? I said, I don't know, like third, we might be in fifth. Big ass kid. Nigga's like towering over me. And you know, when you're in first grade and he's in fifth grade, that nigga look like Andre the Giant, gang. And you're like, I don't know, Jerry. Like you're small. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. She goes to walk into the classroom, we find him, and then she's like, that him? I said, him right there. She was like, all right, don't be bullying my student. I didn't do anything. They're like, yes, you did. You bullied my bus. No, I didn't. I don't even know who you are. I was like, why are you acting like this? You ride my bus. She was like, Jaden, come back to me. Dang, I got in trouble for that. She's like, don't be trying to send me to other classrooms and lie about what's happening to you. I said, why would I lie? Like, I don't get it. Why would I make up a character that doesn't exist that's bothering me? It makes no sense. Like, nothing in that school, in them schools growing up in Stafford. I grew up in Stafford. I was at Stafford schools. And then I moved to Spotsylvania. So I was jumping to schools a lot. So I never understood why teachers would just be dick riding me for no reason. Like I never got it. I'll be like doing small things. I used to get I'll be sitting on the table dead ass silent. They'd be like, Jaden, what? Flip your card to yellow, or go put a ticket in the bucket. I was like, gang, this shit gonna make me crash, bro. That's why every time they be like, did you want to go say goodbye to all your friends on the last day of school? Fuck them. Did you want to go say goodbye to all your teachers? Fuck them. Do you want to say goodbye to? Fuck them too. Fuck the school. I'm not going. If I don't have to go, I won't go. That's stupid. And like I still feel that way to this day.